Just clap with the hands. And action.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is something different that we're doing.
Yes,
something
it is.
new.
Yes, it is.
Well, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Isaac Davis. We all already know who I am. Director of Endurance. This is our lead actor.
Francis Edemobi.
There it is. There it is.
Edemobi.
The man with the running power.
Yes, sir. I actually ran with a sprained ankle.
We did have an EMT on set.
Right.
So, you know, all that liability.
So my running looks funny. Now you know why.
Is that why now? Is that the excuse?
That's what it was.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be tearing Endurance apart. This is going to be a director and actor commentary.
Yeah.
We're going to watch the film, and I'm going to pour my heart out about how awful I think it is. No, I'm joking.
It was
No.
It was a good start.
No, it really was a good start. Episode 1, like I said, really put us to the test.
Yeah.
It really kind of showed what we could do, the images we could potentially, go out and get. Cinematography wise, I think this was the biggest thing we've really ever done before. And it has its flaws.
Yeah.
It has its flaws. As I think upcoming filmmakers and as upcoming entrepreneurs, this is the process you go through. This is the process.
Failure is necessary.
It's necessary. It is necessary. And I think looking back, as we look at this film today and analyze it, we're going to see what we did right and what we did wrong.
Right.
And that's going to be it.
I'm excited.
So we're going to be cracking a lot of jokes. So, yeah.
It's part of it, right?
Cool stuff. Cool stuff. All
Started.
right. Shall we?
Let's get it started.
I don't want to do this, man. This is so bad. All right, here we go. All right, I think the mouse is working. Yep. All right, here we go. Of course, you have to have a disclaimer.
Right?
A lot of people told me, with the language of the script, probably should tell the audience, hey,
what they're gonna expect.
We've worked on that for the second one, which is good. So I love this.
Who starts behind in a race of life must run faster than the man in front and forever remain behind.
Believe it or not, I always would hear that quote from my father.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's a smart man.
Yep.
I love this shot. I loved how you started with these establishing shots.
And the idea for this,
the sky in this, the color grading.
The idea for this was to establish that it was morning,
right?
And that this was the environment you were going to be running in. And a lot of people have told me that this is probably their favorite part of on the beginning shots. I really like this shot as well, with the crane coming down very hard.
Yeah.
To accomplish.
It took a couple takes, but it came out good.
These shots, I think the whole beginning sequence
was good. Yeah,
I really liked.
I like the beginning sequence.
That whip hand didn't go as planned in post, unfortunately, but that's kind of what happened. And actually, I'm a positive because I want to talk about something. So, what's interesting about this whole beginning sequence is the point was to show rapid transition. Right. It's to show speed. It's to show agility. And how do you make that happen cinematically?
Quick shot.
And
quick takes.
Right. There were a lot of quick shots. We did do a couple whip pans, and I think in the trailer worked. I think in this one, because what limited me in post was the soundtrack.
Right.
You know, it's very expensive to license, you know, all these different tracks from all these different music companies. Sometimes you're paying $200 a track, and it's tough. So what a lot of people don't know is that beginning song you're hearing is actually sped up. It is sped up and actually changed the semitone to sound lower, because when you speed it up, it's gonna be pitch higher. So you speed it up and then bring down the semitone, because that kind of gave us the rapid speed that we needed to cut, so to speak. I think if I were to go back and do it, I think I would have used the crane a lot more, the jib a lot more. Yeah. And I would have definitely used the golf cart and gotten a lot more whip pans, I think. Because
the golf cart was unreliable at times.
It was. It was.
It was an old
thank you, Matt.
Really
I mean, it worked. Thanks, Matt.
This is some BS, if you ask me.
Oh, shut up, David.
Matthew Carrick, it's a good band. He really helped us out on this one. But yeah, and like it's not designed to have a cinema camera strapped with three people on it. You know, I mean, we were pushing the limits.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting for Hassan. Hassan, what are you doing? We're ready.
I gotta show the golf cart.
Oh, we good, bro. What you mean?
How are they gonna know what we're doing if they don't see the golf cart?
Let's go.
We were definitely pushing the limits. But yeah, yes. Let's go to continue to kind of analyze this beginning scene here.
I like the slow motion.
And throwing the water on you to look for the sweat.
Yeah. So this is actually not real sweat. Between takes, we just doused me with water.
It could have been real sweat though.
I like that.
And that shot was actually Hassan's idea.
Right, it was.
Yep.
It was.
And I do remember clashing. I don't know if we
that.
ended up using it. Yep.
And that's a trailer. That's a poster.
That's it. Yeah. Taken from a still frame. All right, let me pause it.
I remember you using a crane for this.
Right, we did use the crane for this. And
it was supposed to come down though.
Right. So the issue that we had with the camera crane was it was not designed to put a 50-pound cinema camera on it. Right. And the head to control the camera was not designed for a 50-pound payload. Right. So we had to take the static shot to leave the camera still and then move the crane. I have two issues with this. The first thing is I don't really like how we introduced Connor. I think we could have. I would have definitely done it differently. I don't know. Maybe having him come in with. I mean, we did have the idea of him running with you at the beginning,
or even maybe talking to the coach.
Exactly.
Having like a short conversation with the coach. Right. Establish that relationship.
Exactly. Something to introduce, because this is like a plain shot. Yeah. It's like, okay, well, he came in the stadium. Right. I guess.
What else? Yeah.
And what's he doing there? What's the motivation? So, which we kind of figure out later, but I would have liked to introduce that a little more. Yeah. I will tell you that I'm gonna go ahead and continue. I do like the shot when the chairs, the framing, when you see the chairs and then we stop at him in mid-frame. I do like that shot.
It does match his glasses.
Yes.
His shades, yeah.
I do like that.
Man.
And see, this is where the dialogue starts.
I was actually really tired, actually. Tired of your bullshit.
Yeah, I put him through it. I should have
got no second.
I've been running 400s all day. I think I deserve a goddamn second.
A goddamn second? You don't deserve.
I would have had a different angle. I think this is where we don't see his facial expression enough.
Tired? You don't deserve.
And I would have cut it.
You don't even know what that is.
And I'm gonna pause it.
Shit.
This is where the Steadicam would have come into play.
Yeah.
Because the camera was so heavy, we couldn't use the Steadicam. But I would have loved if we had that shot right in the front where he's yelling at you. And then
so you see me too.
Exactly. Right. And then that Steadicam comes around and it can follow you guys. Right. You know, it can do it can do whatever it wants. You know, it can do whatever it wants with the Steadicam, angle wise, you know. but what happened? We had it on the shoulder. You know, we had a tripod on the shoulder, which is fine. But you know, with the sun moving, and it was difficult to really, you know, tone in that, you know, get that frame you know, that we wanted, so to speak. And I think because we were just going so fast, we really weren't thinking about that, so to speak. So definitely would have had a different
Steadicam would have brought out.
would have been really nice.
Yeah,
and we
really
had
nice.
one, but it just the camera. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. The Ursa is too heavy. Y'all over there at Black Magic, I know y'all have this new mini camera, but. And I do love the Ursa. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
The Black Magic Ursa is a spectacular camera that I think, in the right conditions, delivers a spectacular image.
Okay.
But it's
Right.
heavy.
Right.
It's heavy, and that's
I keep telling you, you need to get a new camera, a smaller camera.
You gonna write me a check? See, all of a sudden, you know, everyone goes silent when I start talking about money.
Am I supposed to feel sorry for you? Hey, look at me when I'm talking to you. Am I supposed to feel sorry for you?
Yeah, you are.
All I care about is your performance.
Big
Play,
mistake here.
Period.
What?
No more, no less.
What else you want me to do? What?
I need you to run faster.
All right.
I don't care how.
Did you see what happened?
The cut,
The cut.
the switch.
So we have initially when Jonathan comes up to you, to the coach, we see this frame, right? What happened was, in post, I needed another angle to cut to, but I didn't have another take to go to. So what did I do?
you did.
I flipped it.
Flipped in.
Big no, because what I did was I reoriented, or excuse me, disoriented the audience,
Right.
because now I'm at a completely different. I'm at a 180 now, and it doesn't make any sense because Connor is on this side, but now he's on this side, and that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Big mistake, but you know,
You had to do it.
because I had to have something to cut to, so to speak. But that's a big no-no in filmmaking. You do not cross that 180 degree. Now, there are some instances where you do cross the 180 degree rule, 180 degree line. But especially with dialogue, you have to be careful with it. And, you know, so it is what it is.
Fire on those fucking feet, but you need to move. Stop playing games, man.
Does it look like
Look like I'm playing games.
All you do is stand there.
Man, that's my favorite line.
Yeah?
Man. It's my favorite line.
And you were angry.
I was mad.
I do like how he comes
Say that
into the
again,
shot.
I dare
I do
you.
like that.
You heard me.
I think you need a second.
I think I do, coach.
I do wish it was more intense, though.
Yeah.
I would have written
Yeah.
the dialogue very differently now that I look back at it. Very differently.
That could have been more intense. Yeah.
Also, there's a weight propping the door open.
We had to, because you remember
We did?
there's a code that needs to be put in
We
before
couldn't
we.
put in the code. You're an athlete there. We
But-
left the, because if you look, when you come out, the door's closed. It's a continuity issue.
But that'll take away from my storming out. If I have to storm out and I have to put the code in, like.
But why is there a weight there?
I mean, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You know,
Here's the mark.
I also would have shot this completely differently.
You need
This was
somebody to
terrible.
bring
This was rough.
This wasn't.
This it's like they're both on the end of the frame,
Right.
and you're kind of coming together. And I'm just sitting here with the camera on my. I'm just exhausted.
Why?
I would have completely
Yeah.
just scrapped this and shot this
Not
completely
running
differently
against
for
me.
sure.
Shit, he needs to know what his competition is.
But I think Mike and Jonathan, despite the technical issues, I think really did bring their A game. Really brought what they had.
Right.
I think
right,
to the
right,
table.
I love this shot.
I do like this
I
one.
love when the darkness comes in and the shadows and the
And it's
silhouette.
actually zooming out, and that's done digitally. So we didn't have a dolly. So we literally punched it in post and then brought it back, which I never like to do because that does compromise quality.
Right.
I like that backpack throw too.
Yeah. This shot too. And you zoom this in as well, right?
True. I would have graded it differently though. I think it is still a little too contrasty, and that's because we didn't have any lighting. We did not
Right.
bring any lights.
no
We
lights,
did not
man.
do anything to the lighting, and I am really upset about that. I really would have liked to have brought you, some type of key light or backlight or something. introduce some color. You know, I think this scene really could have done, and of course this was shot at the end of the day, and everybody was just exhausted.
This was like what, the 12th hour?
12th hour, yep.
Yeah, it was.
But this is where Connor kind of takes the lead and really, you know, starts talking to you, really.
I had to give up myself in order to be the best runner.
Here you kind of like understand what Connor's role is now. It's like, okay, he trained under this coach.
Right. I think we could have definitely explained that earlier, a little bit better. I think for sure. Also, I'm not a fan of this angle.
You got to decide if you're gonna
a lot
because you flipped it as well, right? In this scene.
So no, this one isn't flipped. But it's to me, it's not wide enough.
You wouldn't be so hard on you if you didn't see all your potential.
To me,
it's not wide
yeah.
enough. Okay.
Good. Now go out there and give them a reason to be tired.
Also the audio, man.
Yeah, the audio.
Audio in this film is just.
What do we use for this? We use the shotgun.
We use the Rode NTG2s, which are good microphones in the right situation. Also, the slow motion shot.
The slow motion is badass.
It is badass. It's badass, but it lasts too long.
We're walking out.
Yeah. I think I would have also loved this to be on a Steadicam, to actually have followed you out of the locker room, faced. You know what I'm saying? Face first, and then cut behind you as you're coming.
Maybe even getting a second shot of us walking towards the camera.
Exactly.
That would be sweet too.
And the soundtrack is.
You don't like the soundtrack?
No. It's in the limits of what we had, licensing wise, but.
Mark Daniels, 10
I do like that transition.
UVA. Archie Andrews, 10-4-2, Virginia Tech.
And this camera move is just terrible. It's just terrible. What was I doing? It was so tight. It was just, oh man.
I think it's time for me to light some
And this is where you start to hear the audio. We really have audio troubles here.
Shit, for your sake, I need you to shave a second off your time.
When I said
Understood?
Yep. I don't like this angle either. That could have been framed better.
Right.
And I would have loved to have a sweeping shot around you, and then you take off. Is what I would have liked to have had. But hey, I think we did well. I think we did well.
At the end of the day, seeing what we had to work with, I think we made something out of it.
There it is. Who is that? You know, man. I'm proud of I'm proud of everyone though.
Yeah.
We shot this in one day.
One day.
So this whole, if you guys don't know this, this was an idea we had. It was what, 7 days before?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
We wrote the script in like. I never wrote the script in like 5 days.
You and then you did some edits in the next like 3 days. Something like that. 3 days.
Yep. It was, and I remember calling Frank, and I said, "Yo, Frank, we need to make a short film this time.
Right.
We need to put this content out." And that's how it happened. And it was difficult. You know, we had Connor, as you knew, who was a track runner, who is a track runner here at William & Mary. Right. And I said, well, I need a stadium.
Yeah.
You know.
We needed a track.
We need a track.
Possibly a locker room.
Right. We need a locker room.
I remember actors.
And we need actors. So you became the casting director.
Right.
Technically, this was just a nightmare. So I called Matt. First person I called was Matt. I said, yo, Matt, I need a golf cart, a camera crane, some seats. It's just like, and Matt's like, here this idiot goes again.
Shout out to Mike. Matt.
Matthew.
Shout out to Matt.
Matthew Carrick. On every production we have is the saving grace of this company. Matthew Carrick. The other saving grace is our production engineer, William Kalapis.
Yup.
I don't know what I would do without William.
Him too.
I literally don't know what I would do without William.
So we were practicing with the crane.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Let me lower this. Oh, yes.
And the crane snapped.
That was bad.
And you know, William came in and he did all the enhancements for free. He still
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
charged you.
I still haven't paid
It's crazy.
that back. Getting there, William.
I'm not singing anymore.
But
we're
no,
thankful.
yeah.
We're thankful to everybody who made this
Yep.
production possible, you know?
Yep. Our EMT, Adam Godwin, who came out. Thank you, Adam. Shout out to the Richmond EMT team. Carter Bruck, my sound man. David W. Cook,
Yep.
my man as a production assistant. Joshua Wirt, production assistant. I mean, there are so many people to thank. I do also have to thank the cops because they did roll up that one time. Like, and I was like, look, let me just explain what's going on, you know. But they were really cool about it and let us continue. And that was awesome. So thank you guys. Also thank you to Women Married for the stadium, athletic department. This was fun.
It was.
It was a fun experience. But it's not over.
It's not over.
It's not over. So as you all know, this is the first episode of a 4-part series that we're doing. And episode 2 is slated to start production at the end of this month. It's September 4th today? What's
It's currently September 4th.
September 4th. Yep, September 4th. I think we have a stellar script. We have a stellar writer. As far as the equipment goes, we're taking care of that through some crowdfunding that we're doing. The Van Bergen family has been vital and has been really supportive of this, which is great because, of course, I mean, this is dedicated to my long-term friend who passed away unexpectedly in January. But a lot of the lessons that we have learned from Endurance will be implemented and fixed. And when I mean fixed in episode 2, Criminal Silence, which is going to be very exciting.
I'm excited, man. I know it's going to be a great production. I'm excited.
I'm terrified. I really am. No, we have good people, the right people in place. And this is truly going to be a spectacular experience.
And we're going to be holding auditions as well.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Not this week, but the following week.
Right.
So Women Married, all you hidden actors and talentedly.
If you're not from Women Married.
True. Yeah. If you're not, that's true. Yep. Anybody can come and try out. But I tell you, you have to impress me. You have to be. And I'm sure you'll bring it. But honestly, we are really looking for people who have that emotional tone and can really, in the short
Express all those. It's gonna be an emotional movie.
It's gonna be fun.
For sure. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Well, thank you everyone for taking the time to watch this video of us tearing our own film apart.
Yep.
We enjoy it. We think
it's definitely a maturing moment.
That's one way to put it. But no, please look for more. We're going to always be posting stuff on social media. We'll leave some links in the description below. We have our social media, our Instagram tags. I'll put a lower third or something somewhere. You guys can follow us there and really look at the behind the scenes of what's going on. It really is a really cool process and how all this stuff comes together. Also, the shirt this guy is wearing, want to divulge into that real quick, Francis Edemobi?
Yeah, so I'm starting this brand called Common Nine. Along with the brand is going to be a clothing line where I just want to push happiness. I think the main message of my brand, I want to revolve around being genuinely happy with your life, where you are in life. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. No pun
what he
intended.
failed to mention was the promo for his brand is going to be coming out. Will already have been out by the time this video gets released. So we'll put a little information link on the top for you guys can go take a look at that. But it's really cool, and there's a lot of slow motion, and I really like it. So
He likes it, of course, because he produced it. So,
Well,
so that's probably why.
not only, I mean, Hassan was there, but I was a cinematographer. Yes. But yeah, I think that's what we got. So cool stuff. Well, thank you guys. We should probably name this show something.
Show.
Yeah.
What show?
We should probably name it something. This whole thing. No?
For like a director's cut.
No, I mean like you know how those guys on film, right? It's like they have trying. All right, we're gonna cut. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, we're done.
All right.